Pragmata immediately looked interesting when it was first revealed, but it also left me and probably many of you wondering, what kind of game is this actually? Kinda looks like Dead Space, but it's not a horror game. It kind of has elements of Bioshock's Big Daddy and Little Sister. Sort of looks like Vanquish and other Japanese sci-fi action games, but it's not those either. So what kind of game is this?
I'm gonna get a better look.
Hello.
Capcom have been absolutely killing it over the past year, so I was super interested to find out, and considering it's set on the moon and with Artemis 2 just returning from their trip and Project Hail Mary's buzz at the box office, it couldn't have arrived at a better time. That moon...
so hot right now.
What I will say straight off the bat though is that boy, do these Japanese studios still know how to put a video game together.
You can create almost anything as long as you have a blueprint.
I'm Nick from What's Good, let's take a look.
Nick, is he the one who called you?
No.
So before I get to the gameplay, story and everything else, let me just start off by saying that this game looks absolutely fantastic. I've been playing it on the Xbox Series X, which is around the same as the PS5 in terms of visuals, but I've also been checking it out on the Switch 2. And while there are a few differences in terms of visual capabilities, the Switch 2 is still pretty impressive. I'll hopefully have an update specifically around my impressions of the Switch 2, so keep an eye out for that. And while it's set on the moon, there are elements of the story I don't really want to spoil that allow for some pretty wonderful and varied environments that you get to experience. In Pragmata, you play as Hugh Williams, who's a part of a crew sent to a large moon base with a giant 3D printer to assist with an issue that they're having. So we could just chalk this up as an IT issue then.
Hello, IT? Have you tried turning it off and on again?
Things go a little south and Hugh ends up alone until he meets an adorable little girl robot and decides to call her Diana.
I am DI03367, a state-of-the-art pragmata created here at the...
Okay, that's enough. I don't need the user's manual.
He's not sure what's going on and she's not sure why she's woken up from the vault she was in, and so a father and robotic AI daughter bonding adventure ensues.
Diana.
Yeah.
Hugh. Diana. Hugh!
The Capcom RE engine just continues to impress the heck out of me. I initially set Pragmata to its quality graphics setting to admire some crisp visuals during the intro stuff, before swapping over to performance mode, but was pretty astonished to discover that quality mode not only looked great, it seemed to be running at a buttery smooth 60 FPS instead of the 30 FPS I was expecting anyway. Diana's dynamic hair is just so impressive too, and not just that, there's ray tracing throughout this game, and it really makes a difference to the experience because of all the lights, the signs and the glossy surfaces. And all this while running well and feeling super snappy and responsive. So let's talk about the gameplay and what kind of game Pragmata actually is. It's not a horror game at all, it's not quite an action game either. It's more of an action adventure that feels like it sort of borrows certain elements from quite a few different ideas, but then ends up delivering something quite unique in the process. One of the main and most interesting part of Pragmata's unique gameplay is that it blends shooting mechanics and puzzle mechanics into the action at the same time. To defeat enemies, you have to hack them with Diana to expose them to damage from Hugh's weapons, but with that there is a variety of some weapons and tools that Hugh can use to also trap them or further damage them or damage them in different ways, while Diana's upgrades and abilities allow you to add extra effects to their hacking, like confusing the enemy, getting them to fight each other, opening them up to more damage, or hacking more than one at a time.
Leave it to me!
This system ends up working really well, and the control layout is excellent and well thought out, so that you have the ability to shoot, hack, and even jump and dodge all at the same time without ever feeling like you're stepping on your own toes with the controls. There's a decent variety of enemies too, each with their own quirks, and more interesting when you have to fight combinations of different ones together, but there are some pretty epic and large boss battles as well.
Now's your chance!
When you're not fighting, you're moving through and exploring new areas, platforming around, getting around the station using trams, finding collectibles for upgrades, and figuring out how to get around the next hurdle. If there's one criticism I have in this area, it's really that some of the objectives or requirements to progress are a little bit repetitive at times, in that you often just need to find a certain amount of something to hack to unlock enough parts of a thing to open or activate that thing so that you can continue.
Emergency lockdown for all on
on-site locations has been disabled.
For some downtime and upgrades, you find these hatches that let you head back to a safe room where you're able to chat more with Diana, unlock items, suits, weapons, and enhancements, and then gear up and head back in. I don't know what it is with Capcom and little blonde girls in their games lately, but they seem to be all the rage over there. Diana is downright adorable though, and the evolving relationship with Hugh and Diana is helped along by frequent little sweet and sentimental moments between the gameplay where Hugh and Diana have a little chat or Hugh tells her about Earth and people. I mean, the moral of the story is clear. You need to accept ChatGPT into your heart so that the tech billionaires can secure more funding. The campaign's expected to run around 10 to 15 hours, and at the time of reviewing, I'm not done with a full game yet, and there's a lot of training simulations and challenge rooms along the way to do as well as areas you can return to after getting certain upgrades that allow you to access previously blocked areas. But hours and hours in, I can report that Pragmata is Capcom proving once again that they're making some of the best games out there right now. It's got fun gameplay, an interesting setting and story. It's beautiful and responsive, and includes a bunch of extra things to keep you busy. Sure, if you're one of those people that need a game to have like 100+ hours to make it worth your while, then you can wait for a sale or something like that. But I can tell you that at launch, this game is super polished, looks great, plays great, and is a lot of fun. I wasn't sure about Pragmata on the way in, but after spending this much time with the game, I'm happy to report that it's been a really awesome surprise and feels like another banger from Capcom.
This is how we say good job.
If you enjoyed the video and want to see more, hit the like button and subscribe to catch my next videos. Here are some more videos you might like right now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.